Football is finally back. In 4 days, the Arizona Cardinals play their first regular season game against the Tennessee Titans. It's been way too long without Cardinals football, and I can't wait till Sunday. But regardless of my excitement, I'm also a little nervous. The reason being that we're going to be playing one of the best teams in the NFL, and I don't know what to expect. They have one of the, if not the best receiving corps in the entire NFL, and when you look at our roster, our corners don't really match well against them. I mean, to be fair though, there's not many teams that really match up well against the Titans, considering they are freaking loaded on offense with players like Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, and Ryan Tannehill. But all I'm saying is Byron Murphy was locking up Julio in his rookie year, and Byron's only gotten better. So maybe history repeats itself. I don't know. And something interesting that came out today is A.J. Brown actually might not play in this game. Nothing's confirmed yet, but he did not participate in today's practice, and if he's out, our chances of winning this game are significantly higher. But bias aside, this game is most likely going to be a shootout. The Titans don't have great DBs just like us, and our offense just so happens to be just as stacked as theirs, with players like DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, Christian Kirk, and Kyler Murray. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if both teams scored over 28 points each. But going back to our defense, we know how good our front seven is, at least on paper, but if we can't cover anybody, we're in trouble. Plus, stopping Derrick Henry by itself is hard, but when you add Julio Jones and A.J. Brown to the mix, things get even harder. Well, obviously. I'm not even lying when I'm saying this. I don't know if there's another team more stacked on paper than the Titans on offense. Like when you look at their roster, it's ridiculous. It literally looks like an offense from Connected Franchise in Madden. But if we can somehow hold them to under 20 points, which is going to be insanely difficult, I say we're going to walk away with a win. I'm not sure how likely that is that we're going to hold them to under 20, but I'm hoping for the best. There's going to be a couple players I'm going to have my eyes on in particular this Sunday, and when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, I want to see Kyler Murray take that next step. He's already a top 10 quarterback in my opinion, but I want to see him take that next leap and become an MVP candidate. This is Kyler's team, and everything I've seen this offseason has shown me that Kyler has stepped up as a leader. With Larry Fitzgerald and Patrick Peterson gone, this team is missing two of its key veteran leaders, and if you've watched Flight Plan, Kyler is taken over. It seems like he is a lot more vocal, which is exactly what we need from him. And his play on the field speaks for itself. He's taken leaps every single year so far, and I'm sensing a breakout season for him. Like, I'm talking MVP type numbers. This offense revolves around Kyler, and I expect big things from him, and I can't wait to see him play. But that's the only player I'm going to talk about on the offensive side of the ball, because where I'm going to be focused the most is on our defense. Our defense has the potential to be top 5 in the league, but in order for that to happen, these players are going to have to step up. Those players are Robert Alford, Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, Isaiah Simmons, and Zaven Collins. I didn't mention Byron Murphy or Budda Baker because we know what they can do, and I'm expecting them to play the exact same way, if not better. But the other players are question marks for me, and let me tell you why. So I'll address J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones first, because I know some of you are probably a little confused on why I mentioned them. Well, the reason is that they are our key pass rushers, and if they ball out, this defense balls out. We know they're both elite at what they do, but my concern is durability. Chandler Jones isn't injury prone by any means, and last year's bicep injury was a freak accident, but how will he bounce back is the question. With J.J. Watt on the team, Chandler Jones doesn't have to worry about getting double teamed every single play, which is going to allow him to dominate even more. And if Chandler Jones comes out and plays like the Chandler Jones from 2018-2019, our pass rush might be the best in the league. And when it comes to J.J. Watt, he's the one who's injury prone. I'm a little concerned about his durability, but the Cardinals even said it themselves. They're not going to overuse him, which should allow him to stay healthy. And if he manages to do that, opposing offenses, good luck. Have fun trying to block J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. But going to Robert Alford, the reason I mentioned him was because our corner depth is absolutely terrible if I'm keeping it real. He's our starting outside corner across from Byron Murphy, and if he plays solid, we're going to be looking really good. Alford's been on IR the past 2 seasons, so obviously I'm a little nervous when it comes to corner. We're relying on him heavily, and I've heard great things about him this offseason. Apparently he was even better than Malcolm Butler before he retired. And hopefully that's true, because right now our corner depth is terrible, but if Robert Alford can provide some solid play, I'll feel so much better. And for the final two players I'm going to be keyed in on are Zaven Collins and Isaiah Simmons. The reason I'm going to be watching them so closely is because in years past, our pass coverage in the middle of the field has been atrocious. But with Collins and Simmons in the middle, these problems look to be solved. The amount of speed and pass coverage that we're going to have in the middle of the field is insane. It's going to be interesting to watch these two play together and see how well they mesh. And I'm not even sure if Isaiah Simmons is going to be playing middle linebacker this game because it's been rumored that he was working out with the safeties. We might see a lot of Jordan Hicks this game. I don't know. But Isaiah Simmons is still going to play a ton. I just don't know where. It's going to be interesting to see what Vance Joseph cooks up. That's it in terms of players that I'm going to be looking out for, but one more thing I want to see is how Cliff Kingsbury manages his play calling. Is he still going to be conservative, or is he going to air it out? Is he going to keep DeAndre Hopkins on the left side of the field, or is he going to move him around? I don't think anyone has the answers to that besides the Cardinals and Cliff. But I mean, we're going to see this Sunday how this offense is going to do. And if it comes down to making a prediction, I have the Cardinals winning this one 34-28. I'm obviously biased, hence me being a Cardinals fan, but did you really think I was going to say anything different? Like I said though, this game should be a shootout, and if we can walk away with a win, that'll be a great way to start the season. And I hope my prediction's right, because the last thing I'm trying to see is the Cardinals starting the season 0-1. Because if we lose, my depression mode is activated early. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's video, but before you click off, let me know your predictions for the game down below. Do you think the Cardinals are gonna win, or do you think the Titans are gonna win? Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. And I want to experiment with something. I'm gonna have two comments in the comment section. One is gonna be for the Titans winning, and one is gonna be for the Cardinals winning. I want you guys to pretty much use these comments as a vote, and I wanna see if you guys can predict the winner correctly. I'm going to be doing this every week, and all you have to do is like the comment for the team you think is going to win, but when voting, try to be as unbiased as possible. I know this is basically an Arizona sports related channel, so most of you guys are probably Cardinals fans, but if you honestly think the Cardinals are going to end up losing this one, like the Titans comment. There's no problem with thinking we're going to lose, especially to one of the best teams in the NFL. I'm going to be keeping track of my personal prediction record and your guys' prediction record. And at the end of the season, we're going to see who predicted more games right. The only thing is, you guys are going to have to work together to try and predict as many games correctly as possible, which is why I said to try to be as unbiased as possible. And hey, maybe at the end of the season, if you guys actually beat me, I'll give something away. I don't know. And also, if you guys are new to the channel and enjoyed today's video, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post NFL and NBA content, so if you're a fan of either of those or both of those, this is the perfect channel for you. And also, I just started a gaming channel, and I'm going to be playing 2K as soon as it drops, I think tomorrow or tonight at 8 a.m. If you guys want to see more content by me, make sure you're subscribed to the second channel. I'll have it linked down in the description, and I'll also have it in the comment section down below. And if you do end up dropping a sub on the second channel, you're a real one. But that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.